The other feed does not start. And all right, we're off. Okay. Morning, everyone. Welcome to Start Your Day with a Coach. I am your host, Shawn Buttner, certified high performance coach. And this show helps professionals and entrepreneurs learn how to kick into higher performance so that each day they feel more joy in what they do, confident as they go about their day, and present in their relationships. Now, uh, yesterday was more of a rambling on values. I've been working on a new morning ritual and got into some news, which got me into some weird headspace. Today, we have a little bit more meaty content. It feels a little bit more thought through and less rambly. So, um, let's just get into it, okay? And as you watch this, if you know the title of this video is "Don't Feel Alone," because I think we've all been in situations where we feel like other people didn't quite understand us, or we didn't feel like we were connecting to our tribe, our community, or we didn't really feel like people were at the same level of success. So this, whole idea of it's really lonely at the top, right? You've gotten the success that family members don't understand or friends don't understand, that things have changed. So I remember feeling this way when I moved to Arkansas back in 2007, right? So it's right out of college. Not from Arkansas, originally from Chicagoland. So I moved to an area where I didn't know anyone, no family, no friends, just work. And, a lot of the things I'd like to do with my friends, like, do gaming and stuff, these social things, didn't really seem to be around where I moved in Arkansas. So a lot of the things I did do to connect with people were gone. A lot of the people I connected with were gone. And it was a very kind of isolating experience. And, you know, on top of a really stressful gig, or where I would feel exhausted and drained at the end, as an introvert, I also, fill my energy cup with reading, with video games, with stuff like solo activities. So the thought of having to go out to somewhere where I didn't know and meet people and be on in order to connect was really overwhelming and added to the stress and kind of reinforced this, go solo stuff. So what kept me going in that time, and what might you do if you are experiencing that or um, have experienced it, right? And for me, it's this belief about the world that we're all in this together. And what do I mean like by that? But we all are interconnected, right? Yeah, as much as sometimes we individually might feel alone, like we're all in a community, we're all in more community than we probably think. Because I had coworkers where I was working on projects and, we were trying to accomplish the same goals, so I could interact with them as I was trying to become a better programmer. Or, I started training for marathons at that time because I needed to find a way to manage the stress. So had to get in good with the local running store to get advice from people on how to not injure myself or what to do when I was feeling like completely wiped on my runs. And kind of having these many purposes, like I had a health purpose, I had a career purpose, helped me connect to build friends, to make it feel a little bit less overwhelming while going out there. And like you learn as you go through this that most people will cheer you on, right? I mean, music was another thing that I really started working on at this phase of my life, where I started writing music, becoming more interested in singing and performing, figuring out where the open mic nights were. And just by doing that, I made a ton of friends because you put yourself out there and most people want to see you succeed. Most people are like, especially other musicians in that case, were doing the same thing you were doing. They're like, yeah, that's hard. Here are a couple of ways you can improve, or like, hey, let's go jam out, So, connecting with these meaningful purposes that we have, whether that is career, whether it's a hobby, whether it's a health goal, can help remind you that you're part of this community. And why am I bringing this up at all, right? I think we all need to believe we're all in this together a lot more, because you take a look at the political landscape, you take a look at how we interact in the world. I mean, if you own a business, right, you are not the one person that built it. Like, there are people giving you money to provide a good, a service, something of value. And so you need people in your career, you need people everywhere. So realizing that we're all part of these different systems where, we have belonging, even if we don't feel it, can help us figure out how do we connect more, right? So that's the question for today. What areas in your life have you felt alone or isolated or misunderstood? And what would asking for help there or mentorship or finding more connection look like in that area for you? And then why aren't you doing more of that, right? That's the challenging follow-up question. And I love these series of questions, and I think this will help if you're struggling, if you're feeling alone. This could also be a discussion about depression, and if that's you, go seek out help. There are, trained people that can help with depression if that's kind of the zone you're falling in. But the thing is there are so many people out there wanting to help, wanting to cheer you on, wanting to connect. And at the very least, you can go here, deal with my annoying positive energy and sometimes weird ideas about the world, and connect, ask questions, engage. Like, if you need someone to listen, that's my whole job as a coach, is I listen to people and try to help them live better lives. So the world needs you to think more in terms of community as an individual, but we are all in this together. And I encourage you to do that and ask yourself the questions again. Where are you feeling maybe a little bit lonely or isolated or misunderstood? How would help or mentorship or connection look like in that area if you had more of it? And then how can you do more of that every day? So that's the show for today. As always, you can ask any questions by replying to this video or going to ShawnButtner.com/ask. And tomorrow's show, which is called Ask a Coach a Question, I just answer the questions you guys submit during the week. And I know for sure we're going to be talking about leadership tomorrow. We had a really great question from Christopher White. So, Christopher, you're watching this, shout out to you. We'll be answering your question on leadership tomorrow. And the little teaser is, probably one of the big principles of leadership, in my opinion, is that people follow what they create. So we'll get into what that actually means tomorrow. See you then. Can't wait to answer those questions, and super glad to be here. So take care, guys. See you.